Welcome live to the Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I am your host, Devin Poslusny. Now, Dave Poslusny will be with us shortly. He is running a little late, so yeah. So let's get started right away here. Your show lineup. Show lineup. Motorsports in 60, excuse me. Motorsports in 60. IndyCar, NASCAR, RH Blog Report. We have something to say. We have something to say about the Racing Hotspot Summer Series. Woo! Then Dave Poslusny and final lap. So, Motorsports in 60 starts now. So the Nationwide Series raced in Michigan on Saturday. It was a really good race. Very competitive, like most nationwide races are. So here's your top 5. Trevor Bayne won at Iowa last week. He finished 5th. Kyle Busch 4th. Paul Menard 3rd. Kyle Larson finished the race on his 4 wheels this week. Finished 2nd. And Regan Smith, your points leader, won. Now, Regan is a full race ahead of everybody in the points. What does that mean? Well, that means going into Road America. But, yeah, Road America, which they're racing next week, he can sleep a little bit more soundly. IndyCar. Hotspot IndyCar Series raced in Milwaukee this week. Okay. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, James Hinchcliffe. 4th, E.J. Vizo. 3rd, Will Power. 2nd, Helio Castroneves. And Ryan Hunter-Reay won the race. NASCAR, also the Sprint Cup Series, they raced at they also raced at Michigan. They raced in Michigan today. Your top 5, finishing 5th, Tony Stewart. 4th, Kyle Busch. 3rd, Martin Truex Jr. Kevin Harvick finished 2nd. And safety. And Greg Biffle won the race. RH Blog Report. Here it is. Quicken Loans 400 / Loudon Classic. Today's Sunday, June 16th. A lot happened. Racing Hotspot went to NHMS for the Loudon Classic. I picked the winning driver for the RH Points Championship, and it was an awesome race in Michigan. The Biff won that race. The next race is in Sonoma. See you then. Alright, now, Dave Poslusny's thing is next. So, we have a little announcement tonight. Racing Hotspot Summer Series. Today, when we went to the Loudon Classic, you guys, the fans, sorry to say this, you're going to have to wait to see what I taped at the Loudon Classic today. Because Loudon Classic, this is how we'll go. Let's stand up here. Alright. So, RHSS. Follow me here. Loudon Classic. Classic. Sonoma race. Roush Fenway. Roush Fenway Test. Daytona 400. Daytona 400 is really, it's more like the Coke Zero 400. Now, Long Classic, Sonoma Race, Rush Fenway Test, Daytona. Those are the first 4 events we have planned for you here at Racing Hotspot for Racing Hotspot Summer Series. Now, Long Classic, we already did. That will not be airing, or will not be up until six 22. Now that will be in multiple parts because the total of minutes that we recorded totaled 2 hours. So we're doing that in 30-minute sections. So you'll have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, maybe a part 5. The Sonoma race will be live streamed. Spell stream right. As well as the Coke Zero 400. This .625 through 6:26. Alright. That's how that looks. Yeah. So, when we return, we'll have Dave Poslusny with us. Until then, we'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Now to bring in Dave Poslusny.
And I'm here.
Yeah, he's actually here.
Not back here.
You see? He's actually here. Alright, so welcome to the show, Dave. Finally you're back.
Yeah, it's been a long couple weeks. I'm not too sure about the Skype thing yet, but I do believe we have a new
screen
going in.
Finally.
So if we have to go to Skype, it's gonna, at least you'll be able to see me. Not that I'm all that good looking or any of you want to see me, but it just makes more sense to be able to see the person that's hearing, talking. You know, that you're hearing, should I say. So, what do you think of today's race?
Well, I watched the last, 20 laps. I've seen,
You skipped again.
No, I've seen the major events. Like, before you came, I was watching the Casey Kane wreck.
Mm.
And then the Dale Earnhardt Jr. blow up. Kurt Busch spin out. That.
So you missed Gordon, though, in the beginning.
Well, I didn't catch that on YouTube yet. But
That was brutal, and quite frankly, that was one of the things I want to talk to you about, the Gordon and Bain wreck. It's unfortunate because it wasn't either one's fault.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you haven't seen it yet?
Well, I can pull it up if you want me to while you're talking.
I pull it up while I'm talking. But the way I saw it was neither one of their fault, but the question that I had for you, Devin, was at this point in time, with the way Jeff Gordon's season's going, you think he's done?
Hold on one second.
And this was, lap 1, I believe. Yep.
We got a couple of guys. Jeff Gordon, one of them, and also Trevor Bayne. Actually, not Trevor Bayne, the 51 of Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's right. I wrote... I'm sorry, everybody. I had written Bain before he corrected himself, and the car was the right color, so... He was definitely on it. And watch what happens to him. Just nowhere to go. And it's funny because they show it in slow-mo. And I'm looking at it going... He couldn't go around that?
You did see that.
Which you also remember they're doing about 191 miles an hour on the turn.
And you see Jeff go to the high side.
Ooh.
So really Jeff had,
Sidewall.
what, a couple hundredths of a second to make a decision there?
Yeah.
Or you know me, the couch driver. You couldn't get around that?
I'd like to see you try the NASCAR video game.
He's got to win some races.
He throws it at you that fast.
Yeah.
He got loose. It's like
So it was like a double hit. 51.
I'm
I'm going to turn this down because they're commentating. He hits him right here,
And then the wall.
and then
And then the
right
back,
there. So it was a double,
For both.
yeah.
Wait, it was instant payback. So Jeff doesn't own one. You already got him. All in the same wreck. But yeah, I guess what I wanted to talk to you about that, with Jeff Gordon, that placed him, do you have the points list?
I
I
can,
think at this point he's now in 16th.
well, we're starting to get toward the chase, so I kind of have to.
It's starting not to look too good. Which is a shame. But, hey, you know, Mark Martin's been chasing him for how many years?
This is true. Oh, dang it. I want the schedule. Standings. Hold on 1 second here.
What's up?
Alright. So.
Yeah, Jimmy's still holding it. I remember that. Edwards moved up, I believe.
No, he didn't.
Somebody moved up there. Oh, there it is. Harvick, Kenseth, and Kyle all moved up one.
Junior move dropped 3.
Junior blew up. That was unfortunate. I'm sorry, he had a very good car. Casey Kane had a very good car. That situation was unfortunate.
Gordon is 16.
Yeah, so I had it. Wow, I remembered something. You see that?
That's a first.
I didn't have to write it down. I'm down by 5 now.
Yeah.
That's like slaughter. How many races left to go till the chase?
I believe they said 11.
He could still do it, but he'd have to have dramatically good finishes. Where's the wins? Is it?
1 second. In my mouse. Wins, is this car on?
Did Jeff have any wins? I think it was 31-1 this year, didn't he?
No.
No. Oh, that's right. It was, I think it was the second to last race in the end of the season last year. He wasn't in the chase, but he won a race.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, he wasn't in chase, but he wasn't winning.
No.
even with the win, just wasn't happening.
Somebody else I want to. Oh, dang it. Come on.
Is age catching up with Jeff Gordon? Did you see the picture of Jeff and his son?
No.
Oh my. Devin, give me a second here. I've got to find this for you. I know we can't show it to you folks, unfortunately. My system is not hooked in yet. And that might be something we might want to consider with the new TV too.
Well,
it's got
yeah, you could.
multiple HDMIs. Because I can do this stuff, but we don't put it on
And then unplug.
until I have the right, exactly, until I have what I'm looking for. But you have got to see this picture. You're going to have a heart attack. I cannot believe how much he looks, the kid looks like his dad. This is the unfortunate thing. It's way earlier today. So, if anybody out there uses Facebook, you know what I'm going through right now. I'm going through my timeline. What was that noise?
Just me going.
Don't stop making weird noises. You'd be like your cousin Kevin. Sorry if you watch the show, Kevin, but it's true. Oh, come on. Where are you? Said way before this. This is all on my timeline for today.
That's sad.
Well, I subscribed to quite a few different things. A whole lot of cat stuff. Sorry, I'm a cat guy. For all you dog owners. I don't mind dogs, just cats are easier.
Depends on.
Especially like your dogs. 90-pound mongrels. Got a pair of dogs upstairs that could knock me right down. Not that that's all that hard either, but come on.
It's true.
It's got to be coming up soon because I was looking at it before I went out. Because I did go out for a few laps of the race, but I did listen to it on the radio. And then when I got back, I rewound. So I did actually see the whole thing. That's bad, okay. Actually, I'd love to be able to show you folks half of this stuff that we're looking at right now. Some of it's pretty funny, but there's a lot of Father's Day stuff out there today. By the way, did you say Happy Father's Day? On air?
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
And to all dads out there, thank you for being dads.
Yep, I go on, but I think I might get kicked out of my own show.
Now, I'll keep looking if you want to jump onto something else, because...
Alright.
So, you would agree with me, though, Gordon's probably cooked at this point?
Unless he does phenomenal in the next couple weeks, then yeah, he's done. Another person that I hate to say this, because speaking of Father's Day, my dad's probably going to strangle me later. Danny Hamlin.
Yeah, another bad day.
He's, well, I'm not just talking about today. I'm talking about he's 26 in points. Danica Patrick could pass him.
What I said is another bad day.
Well,
they have not been having a good year. It's just, there's a few guys out there that just haven't. What did happen to Denny today? Actually, I think I had a question here because, yeah, he finished in 30th. I didn't even see what happened. It must have been while I was out, and it was probably when I was in the store, and I didn't hear it on the radio.
My dad told me that something happened to him. I want to say like he, holy cow.
Am I pulling your chain?
They're
identical. The eyebrows, I mean.
That's just scary.
Absolutely. The lips are the same, and the nose is identical. The ears.
Hold on 1 second. Can you make? What did I do? Can you make it bigger?
I have no idea what you did.
Can you?
I don't know. We'll get bigger. No.
All right, hold on.
Wait. Here you go. Hold on. No. Well, yeah. No. No. Yeah. That does a lot of good. Then I can be able to see that.
You never know. All right.
Well, can you steal the information and put it on your? Put it on there for them after when you edit?
I don't know. Take a look at this.
I can send it to your mother.
Do that. Yes.
Okay.
So here's, you can barely see it. Never mind.
Yeah. No. We're gonna have a bigger, better screen. Actually, it's sitting right behind you folks right now.
Yeah.
Not literally. It's behind the camera.
Like right there, and I'm looking at it going, oh, I want that now. That's why, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm very sorry if I came off. What did you do? Hold on.
I hit the wrong X.
Recently closed. 3 tabs.
Wow. Sync error?
I have no idea what you want to do with that.
Update your sync passphrases? Anybody who knows what that means, call us. Of course, I can't give a phone number, but anyway.
Email us at theracingguys@gmail.com.
But yeah, it is utterly amazing. But let me, I'm going to share this with your mom, and therefore she'll have
up,
it, yeah.
Yeah, she can open up on my laptop, and then I can save it, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, sad thing, and I don't mean to do this, but Dad, happy Father's Day. I'm still going to pick on you. I'm going to laugh if Danica Patrick passes you in the points. Danica Patrick is 27, Denny Hamlin's 26. If Danica Patrick passes you in the points, I'm just going to laugh. Seriously.
So now that his picture's been on the internet, we're allowed to talk about him online? I mean, on the show?
Well, don't say names. Just say Dad.
That kind of narrows it down in your case, now doesn't it?
Well, if you think about it, though.
It's like me saying my brother. Well, true, because I have 2. And
yeah, and, well, for you, but for me, I don't have 2 dads. Well, you never know. My mom kids.
My point is that means everybody knows who he is.
Well, you don't know, because they know that my dad's last name. You know, my dad's last name is Poslusny. They don't know the first name. Oh, whatever.
I almost said the same X again.
Alright, can we get back on the show?
Yeah, I guess so, before your battery runs out, because it's always
No, I charged it today. It ran out when I was at the Loudon Classic. That was awesome.
What do you think of the overall speeds in Michigan?
Holy cow.
That's what I said.
I was watching qualifying, and
there's one fast track.
Yeah, I was watching qualifying, and they're talking about, and that's 200, and I'm like, what? And I'm like,
Carla was, what, 204 or something?
202, because I know the track record's 203.
202.40 or something.
Yeah,
I know there was a 4 in there somewhere.
It was like close to.
But yeah, that's Kurt Busch. They had an in-car with the speed, the tack, all that stuff. He hit, I believe, it's 207 in the straight. So that's all. That's all in the mouth, without a doubt. And speaking of Kurt Busch, You didn't see the start, did you?
No, but I
Wow.
saw his wreck.
I don't know what happened to Edwards. Because I have both those notes back to back here. Call just didn't go anywhere. Got passed by like 5 cars. But as soon as, because they started side by side. As soon as Kurt got out, he was just gone. But like lap 1, he was probably a full second ahead of second place.
Unbelievable.
And I'm going, oh man, this is it. Because you know how I keep saying it every week. He's going to get there. And I'm sure of that. But again, just another bad day. But I think he did that all to himself. He had too good a car. The other thing that was really, really wacky was the tires. Mark Martin went almost half the race without ever changing tires.
That's right. Martin Truex Jr. saying after, he's like, if I could have, I wouldn't have changed
Yeah, it
tires.
wouldn't have bothered. Well, some of them weren't. They weren't changing them. Mark had pitted twice. And then they were talking about how he had not switched tires, and then they had a radio thing of Mark talking to his crew chief.
Mm-hmm.
And the crew chief was like, you sure about that decision? Because apparently it was Mark's decision not to change tires on the second pit. Because there was a mandatory, which happened after the first caution anyway, but there was a mandatory. He came in for that. Nothing. Couldn't even fuel up. I'm going, why do you even go in? But they're allowed to make adjustments. During the mandatory, you can't fuel up. I don't really know why, but I think that's just silly. If you're going to make them come in, you might as well let them
Fuel up
have
and punch
gas,
higher.
yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of gas, another thing I heard today too that I thought was really interesting was Harvick's take on things, on how he was his plan on gas was right from the beginning. Gentlemen, start your engines. He didn't start his engine till the car in front of the car of his was rolling off. Then he started and went. I thought something was wrong with his car. And it wouldn't start. You know how like they usually wait, and the ones that don't start, they'll come in with the tow truck and
they'll
give
push.
them the push to get them started. Well, in this case, no. He was just saving gas. Gentlemen, start your engine. Now, I'm willing to bet, though, somewhere somebody's going to complain about that. And they're going to make it a rule that when
they say
gentlemen, start your engines, you have to start your engines.
Drivers, start your engine.
When did he wind up finishing? He was pretty up there.
He was like 4th, 3rd. No,
I think
2nd.
he was 2nd or 3rd. I was going to say he was up there.
Because,
Yeah, because Jimmy Johnson was 2nd and blew it by pushing it too hard.
2nd.
Yeah. So what does that say about that strategy?
And again,
He was in the right place at the right time.
He also is the closer.
True.
So, he is known.
I don't think that whatchamacallit, most popular driver in NASCAR, or second, sorry, Jimmy Johnson was going to catch Biffle anyway.
No.
But Jimmy definitely knew it, and he pushed it, and that's exactly what happened to him.
And when it wrecked, and I'm going to say, Dad, you're ha-ha. He wrecked, and my dad's like, oh, no, there's going to be a caution. Johnson's going to win it. And then he goes, wait a minute. Ha ha ha, that's Johnson. I'm like, wow, you're nice. You're sweet and kind. Picking on Dad today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Always fun.
So it's been nice to Dad on Father's Day, and this guy's beating him up.
As long as he never knows. So now, we're actually, do you want to do the points championship or well, first of all, do you have any more notes?
What you just said about your dad? I do have a note here. So I guess me and your dad did the same thing. One of my last notes in here is, ha ha, Jimmy. I didn't mean it that way, I just meant to talk about it, but it's still pretty funny.
Spelled his name wrong. It's I-E.
Is it IE? No, I'm not going to get into that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the big story today was the tires, there was no doubt about that. And I guess the last note I would have there is congratulations to Greg Biffle, because he's a deserving driver. He's an excellent driver, and it's just like, okay, when are you going to win? Spelled it right there, too. Isn't that weird?
That's just creepy.
Spelled it one way on my notes, another way in the computer. Welcome to my world.
Alright, do you want to do the points championship or talk about the NHMS wire?
The wire cam?
Yeah.
I don't know. As I was saying pre-show, which we should be doing on air, and I said that to him, I don't think they need them. I don't think there's enough track. I mean, I think it would be interesting But I think those are more for the larger tracks, and to be quite frank, after what happened earlier this season, you might want to second guess whether you want to put one in unless you have a necessity. And I think at the smaller tracks, which you mentioned, what, Bristol, they're considering it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary at the smaller tracks, and I don't know if I would take on that safety issue. But again, that's them, and they do what they do. I don't think it was really a safety issue in the first place. When that happened, accidents will happen.
They were thinking, and I mentioned this because I had read that they were thinking about doing that, and I was looking at it today when I was at the track. They were thinking about, you know, how Concord and Laconia both have the
Sorry about that, face.
the box suites
Mm-hmm.
on the turn 1 and turn 4.
Yeah.
I think they were thinking about putting them into those suites, the wires, not putting up a pole like they did Daytona and Charlotte.
Understood, but
But then you think
from
about
any
it.
given point of view, like the coverage they've had up until now, I've never seen an issue with them being able to cover any part of the track, and you and I see with the cameras off.
Yeah.
So why would you actually need the cable? I mean, to me, it would be an unnecessary risk.
Then again, the thing that happened at Charlotte.
And a wire, by the way, doesn't have to be on a pole to
No.
hit the audience. As a matter of fact, if it's on one of the suites, it stands a better chance of hitting the
Yeah.
audience.
Because if it breaks, it goes right down, and somebody there gets rope burn. Or
Kyle got so screwed in that one.
actually, something funny with that.
So I'm trying to find so I can show you. By the way, it's a site that I'm now a member of. But there you go.
Oh my God.
It's the anti-fan page, really. You gotta see some of the stuff they post. Hilarious. I'm not even gonna dig.
Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, thanks.
Derailed again?
Yes. Yeah. Okay then.
I think you need one of those re-railers.
Oh my God. Alright, so now to the points championship.
Oh, you know what? One more note. I'm sorry I forgot to mention this, and we didn't talk about it at all. I'm sure you already did talk about it, but congratulations, Regan Smith.
Yes.
That boy I see up and coming.
He's a full race ahead in the points.
Well, all I know is the last person I called on up and coming was Kyle Busch. We'll see. I'm pretty good at getting it.
I know he's a full race ahead in the points, and they're heading into one of his bad tracks for
I'm
America.
like 2 races ahead of you in points.
Yes, but more probably because you can only get a total of 30 points in our championship.
And I don't even remember what I picked for today.
Well, there you are. So
Yep, just picked the wrong Roush driver, that's all.
yeah, I actually, woo, Biffle came through.
You just picked Biffle, I don't know, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I did. You can even look at this show.
I
Oh.
believe you.
Fine.
Just an interesting call. I gotta give it to you.
Well, because I thought
To actually pick the winning and have the odds of that off?
that's really out there.
Yeah. Oh, unless you keep picking the 48 every week, and
Well,
chances are pretty good he's gonna win eventually.
if you notice, every time I pick the 48, he's always not first. Unless I almost guarantee that he's going to win. Like Charlotte.
Yeah, but all he has to do is finish ahead of him, right?
Yeah, but he didn't.
No, I know he didn't, but I'm just saying. So even if you put him in second, you still stand a good chance that it's going to be my second place driver. Unless, of course, I put Jimmy as first.
Alright.
Well, then again, he would beat my second place driver anyway, wouldn't
So,
he?
yeah, but...
So you'd still get the points on that?
Yeah.
See, I'm still confused by this system.
Well, it goes like this, and for you fans who are still joining us and going, how the heck do you guys work this? And apparently, he's one of them.
Wait, how many weeks into this now?
The way I do it is I look at this, and I go, for 5th place, 2 points. Edwards are 14. I look at the the results, and the first one to come up gets the point. So I believe it was, yes, so 14 came up first, and I went, okay, Dave, 2. Now I went back, alright, 4th place, 20, 55, 20 came up, I got 4. First, so I compared the positions one at a time, and then...
Yeah, for a guy that didn't change tires, too, he had a pretty decent day. I mean, granted, he did change tires, at least, I think he changed tires twice the entire race.
Isn't it mandatory you have to change tires?
Yeah, you think you can get away with it, but then again, what'll happen now is Goodyear will come back with a softer tire next year and take that away from them.
Alright, so here is the very close race for today. Dave got 2, 6, 8 points, and I got 4 and 10. So he has a total of 16. I have a total of 14. And the points go like this. Dave has 267 points. And I have 195. So you're about 2 races ahead of me. If I were to sweep you the next 2 weeks.
Gotcha, it's more than 2 races.
Well,
so 30 points max, you said, right?
Well, if you round.
How do you get 30 points? You gotta get
10.
Yeah.
8. So 18. Then plus 2 is 20. And 6 and 4 is 10.
So every one of my drivers would have to be ahead of every one of yours. You have to have some pretty bad picks. So have either one of us ever gotten 30 points?
Yes.
Who?
You. Well, hold on. Let's look at the... You swept me right off the bat at Daytona. And then again at Fontana.
I picked 5 drivers that all finished ahead of any one you picked.
Yes.
I almost find the odds of that outstanding.
Yes. So you did that at Daytona, Fontana, and that's it. And then that doesn't count because that was
Yeah, the All-Star race. Well, no, that does count. You told me that doesn't count. We agreed that would count. That's what it was.
No, it does count, but
towards
it does,
the total of the year.
Yes, but it doesn't count as a sweep because it was doubled. So that you actually got 16 on that day.
Watching the show, you'd probably think we never talk until we do the show, huh?
Well, we do, sadly. I mean, alright, anything else you have?
No, I'm pretty good on my notes there. I wanted to bring up the tires. I wasn't even sure if you had caught that because I know you were out today. He was actually at the racetrack, so he has an excuse for leaving. Not in Michigan. He was at Loudon. They have the Loudon Summer Classic.
Loudon Classic.
Loudon Classic, but is it Loudon Summer Series or something like that?
Loudon Road Racing Series or something like that. I don't know.
And it was Bike Week up here in New Hampshire this week, and they ended with big motorcycle races and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he has an excuse for not seeing the whole race.
And I do have recording of it, and it will be out next week for our first installment of Racing Hotspot Summer Series. So, sorry, you're going to have to wait.
Well, that's how I'm getting it mixed up. It's Racing Hotspot Summer Series.
Actually, I have a question for you after when we're off camera.
Oh, that's a tease them.
Well, they already know, because right here, Roush Fenway test, my handwriting's horrible as you can tell. Roush Fenway test is next week.
That looks like Roach Farmer Teff. Roach Farmers. Got Roach Farmers coming along. What's the point? Is the test coming up?
Roush Fenway testing here at the track.
What does that look like to all you? It's got to look like Roach Farmer. Is this TCS? With a big dragged out line, like a bad signature? Yeah, you know. Let's get away from his horrible handwriting.
So, yeah, I recorded a lot of stuff today. We had the Legend Car Race, which was awesome. We'll have replays on that wreck you saw, which was pretty cool because coming to the restart, one guy behind the leader spun the leader moved over, hit the guy who tried to spin him, and then they got into each other, and then another car who, innocent bystander, flipped over another, and whoa! And you could definitely tell I'm not a professional broadcaster with the crash. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So yeah, you'll get a kick out of it.
So back to the points.
So yeah, you got a big lead over me.
Okay. Did you want to pick them before we go to the next thing? Or?
Yes, actually, we'll be right back. Camera work. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. We have our picks. I was actually just telling him about how possibly going live with us, and he's going well. That's a little bit of an issue because that means no editing. And I went, ooh, yeah, with us.
No, it's just have to be a bit more planning. We can't be as, liberal.
And wide open, right? Okay, so here's our points for Sonoma picks for Sonoma. I have Tony Stewart for 5th place, Kyle Busch for 4th, Jimmy Johnson for 3rd, Clint Boyer for 2nd, and Kurt Busch for the win. Doing it a little differently, as you can kind of tell, because we used to 5th, 4th,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can tell off yours. 5th.
All right. I have Kyle Busch for 5th, Kevin Harvick for 4th, who we believe Boris Said's going to be in the 60, so I'm going to take Boris Said for 3rd. A Kurt Busch in the 78 for 2nd, and Marcus Ambrose for the win. It's kind of a long shot, but hey, I'm taking it.
Yeah,
He's had a good couple races, but I believe it was both with Watkins Glen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't win in Sonoma, but then again, it doesn't mean he can't.
Well, he's been very good at Sonoma.
Oh, you know what the other one, neither one of us thought of?
Hamlin?
Hmm?
Hamlin?
No.
Oh.
Totally different. He hasn't won on a road on a certain oval yet.
Montoya.
Juan Pablo. That's what he used to do, is road course racing.
And he was pretty good there last year.
Well, too late. Picks are made. But I still wish luck to him.
Yeah. Alright, so, yes, now, to our final lap, we have a good announcement, a bad announcement. Here's the good announcement. IndyCar will race next Sunday, Iowa, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Check your local listings for the timing and everything. Nationwide Series actually just stopped in Iowa last weekend. Formula One, no Formula One this week. Their next race is June 30th, so next weekend? No, 2 weeks from now. Yes. Nationwide Series next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And they are 5 p.m. Eastern because they're at Road America. So isn't that Road America in Wisconsin?
Road America? I'm not sure. I don't think so, actually. Wisconsin, you think?
I don't know. Look it up. NASCAR.com, nationwide schedule, blah, 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 blah.
Why not just put in Road America?
Alright then.
It's called direct searching. That's why I ask it questions. Like, Bing's really good for that. It's Ellicott Lake.
Alright, Road America.
And you are right. Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Oh, well.
7390 North Highway 67, if anybody's looking for it.
So that's where the Nationwide Series Cup Series heads to Sonoma, as we just said. 2 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Racing Hotspot. Now, here's the bad news. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed lately that trackside and race day have not been done. Meaning it's been, and most of you probably thinking, man, he's a slacker. He's not doing it.
He is.
That's just nice. But the reason why I haven't been doing it is because I haven't found time to be able to edit. When I was doing it through the laptop, which I was just not broadcasting, but recording right through my webcam here, it would record, and then it would go right up. Now, something went wrong with my microphone. I don't understand, because I think my laptop's just falling apart. I would use it on this through my Capture YouTube thing, but it would take 4 days to upload because I kept going like this, turning it off, so that it would pause the upload until I turned it back on. And so I've decided we're going to put race day and trackside on hold for until further notice. Like I said to him, we're thinking about starting to incorporate more live streaming into the show. This way,
We'll make things much faster.
yeah, make things much faster. This way, you guys could actually be watching us live right now on YouTube. Like
And YouTube loves live, because if you do it wrong, you can't take it back.
So yeah, like, my mom could be upstairs right now watching us here. Or actually be a little delayed.
That's a little scary.
Isn't that? Alright, camera, memory card's actually full. That's a
Oops,
first, right?
He did it again.
So, to finish out what we were saying, Trackside Race Day will be postponed. Just this one show with us will be put out. So yeah. So, on your final lap here, you can cross out Trackside and Race Day. But, until we see each other next week for Weekend Roundup then, have a good week. For you kids in Belmont and Canterbury, only 2.5 more days. 2.5 more days, and then you're off for a couple months. So yeah.
What, about a month to the racetrack, to the race?
Yeah, less than a month to the race.
Less than or more than?
Less than. Or within a month.
Okay, because today's the 16th. Yeah. Was
See?
it 14th?
Yep, it's coming up.
Awesome.
Alright.
We'll see you next week.
Alright then. See you next week. Goodbye.